You are welcome to Unmasked Lifestyle. I'm Chinwe here. We're just going to have a story time today, and I hope you are here to share your story if you have any of your airport experiences that you may have had. You can share with us today. And I will be sharing an interesting um, story, one of my best experience I've had at the airports. So, so you guys are all welcome in. Come in, give us thumbs up, and we can get started right away. So I'm Chinwe here, and it's really a interesting story that I want to share with you, and I hope that it will be a learning curve for all of us. So this happened last year. I was traveling through Saudi Arabian Dammam Airport, going to Canada. The month before, my daughter had traveled through and she forgot her wristwatch. She left it, I think, by the security post. So, and we thought it was gone because that's usually the case when you leave anything at the airport. The interesting thing is that as somebody who have traveled to through various airports in various continents with kids, we have lost lots of things traveling through. You know, doesn't really matter the country. We traveled a lot through the US and all of that, and each time we pass through that security and leaves anything behind, it's lost right in front of your own very eyes. You will never see that gadget most of the time, maybe um, a phone or iPad or Game Boy or all of those kind of things. And through all of those travels, it was not really a great experience when you travel and you lose things, especially where you do not expect to lose things, you know. So I can recall one time when we traveled through, I think we were going to Arizona and via Air Canada. And our kids, we just got, that was when the iPhones were out and we just got these iPhones. The two of the kids left their iPhones in the pouches on the plane. And as we were trying to step out of the plane, we realized that, oh, they don't have the iPhones. To go back in and get those phones, they were gone. And it just surprises you how it's like magic. How could you just lose things like that, even when nobody was there? You know? So, but this one I want to share with you was a great experience, was good. So my daughter had traveled through Dammam, Saudi Arabian airport in November. And in December, I was traveling and I just decided to ask So after I went through the security, I asked them, I got a picture of the watch and I showed it to the ladies there at the security scanning area. And I said, my daughter passed through here a month today, and this wristwatch she may have left behind, but I just wanted to check to see if you guys found anything like that. I was like 30 days later. You would not believe. To my greatest surprise, I tell you, I was shocked when the lady asked me what type of watch it was, and she named a few. I said no, and I told her the type of watch it was, and she said, "Okay, hold on." She went in and brought this watch. Who would believe this? Who would believe this? In which country do things like that happen? That was in Saudi Arabia. You know, in Saudi Arabia, Dammam International Airport, the lady went in and brought this wristwatch a month later. That is amazing. I thought it's an amazing story to share with everyone. So I can only tell you that these people are reliable, they are trustworthy, they're not thieves. People steal things in most of the, in short, like this is my biggest fun experience. That's why I thought this was cool, 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 amazingly cool. You know, even if what you have with you, your possession is not expensive or whether it's cheap, doesn't matter. They are your possession and you don't want to lose them. And I tell you, when people lose their things, it can be very heartbreaking for them because you don't know the value they attach to those things. So that is why I felt that this is an incredible story to share. And I hope we can all learn from that. You know, we can all learn and know that there are still some incredible, trustworthy people in this planet that we couldn't just bunch everybody and think, oh, this group of people are this or this group of people are that. We still have honest people, people that only want to take what belongs to them and not what belongs to others. You know, how good do you feel when you take something that doesn't belong to you? Or how good do you feel when you put a smile on somebody else's face? Because I tell you, on that day, I was almost going to hug all of them. It was COVID, you know, they identified me that yes, it was my watch. And then they gave it to me. It was amazing. That was like incredible. Is that Amstein TV? Are you here? Are you here or are you out? You know? So I think in our world today, in the midst of all that is going on with the COVID and everything, you know, once it was COVID, then it was Delta, then Omicron, and all these names and things that have stressed us. And I thought that even in the midst of it, you could lose something in a very busy airport like Dammam Airport. And 1 month later, you come back to find it. Wow, kudos to these people. They are amazing. When you deal with them, actually, you would see that they are wonderful people. I tell everyone because I don't know, I've not had any bad experience with you know, anybody in that country, and I can only applaud them for being honest. You know, hey, I have Christian Miranini here. Thank you for coming. Yes, good evening and good morning from my end. You are welcome. Thank you for coming. Um, I'm sure you have to watch my story later. I just finished telling the story of how we recovered a wristwatch that my daughter had forgotten or left behind after her scanning in Dammam Airport, Saudi Arabia International Airport. And that wristwatch, 1 month later, when I asked for it, just to ask, they brought this watch and gave me. I could not believe it. So this is an amazing story that I thought needs to be shared so that other airports can actually copy from these people. You know, even hotels, even tourist attractions. When people come around and leave something behind, you don't want to just take them and then it becomes your possession. You want to keep it to see if the owners can come back to claim them. And I tell you, when we begin to do things like this, it will put a smile on people's faces, you know. And that's my story. You know, I kind of felt that if anybody has any good experience from any airport around the world, you can share. You can jump on the screen and share with us, or you can type it into the chat. Then I tell you, and if you're sitting outside, you can come right in. You know, it's an informal session. Um, you don't need to sit behind the fence. You can just come in and say hello to us, give us a thumbs up, and that would be appreciated. So that's my story. Hopefully, this story will motivate you to begin to have an open mind with people. You know, we tend to kind of stereotype people, you know, put everybody in a box. We need to keep an open mind. We just need to keep an open mind and appreciate God's creation and try to treat others the way we want them to treat us. I think that would really make this world a fun place for us because we have very short time here. We're not going to be here forever. We're going to be here. We're passing through. So we want to play our part and move on. And let that part that we're going to play be a good part. I have Sarah King Kitchen. You are welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. You know, Sarah was just talking about my export experience, you know, in Dammam, Saudi Arabia, Dammam International Airport. I would never forget that experience. I could not believe it. I was shocked when the lady pulled that wristwatch and said, "Is it this one?" I'm like, "Yes." You know, I had a picture of it. So that made it even easier for them to identify me, you know. So let's try to do things like this. Like even when you own a small shop or big shop and people come around your store and leave something there, do not claim it. Do not claim it. Do not, think, oh, they left it, it's now mine. It's a miracle. It's not a miracle when you pick something that is not yours. It is not a miracle, you know, because whoever had that thing that you picked must be looking for it. So it's not one of your prayer points that was answered when you decide to possess something that is not that is not yours, that doesn't belong to you. Your prayer point was not answered. Do not say it is a miracle. It is not. Because somebody is in agony looking for that thing that you have decided to claim as yours. Hello, Jonah. Hello, you are so welcome. Thank you for stopping by. It's a very informal session, and if you have a story to share with us, something incredible, something that even somebody may have done for you that you didn't expect, because I never expected that wristwatch was going to be recovered, you know. And even my daughter was like, "Really? You found it?" I said, I just asked. And they said, "Is it this watch?" You know? So, and they put a smile. That trip, my trip was, I was just happy throughout the entire trip. I felt so good that there are people that you can still trust when you lose something like that they did not claim it as one of their possessions, you know? So let's try to do right by others. Let's try. Sometimes it may be difficult. Sometimes whatever somebody may have left behind, maybe in your house, even people have told stories where they visit somebody's house and forgot something, and alas, it is gone because the person kind of believes, oh, it is a miracle. There are no miracles like that. Miracles that bring pain to other people, it's not, I don't think those are miracles. I don't think that's what God intended for us to do. God intend for us to treat others the way we want them treated. If you go to somebody's house and leave something behind and they claimed it, and when you ask them, oh, I didn't say it. It is stealing. It is not a miracle. So for those of us that own maybe stores, or you work for somebody in the store, maybe you're a cashier and you're taking their money, and you're saying, God has, open door. It's not an open door. It is stealing. And I tell you, when something is wrong or bad, does not matter who does it, does not change what the meaning of what it is. If something is bad, irrespective of whoever does it, it is still bad. We may not acknowledge it because maybe it's our child or our father or our mother, but it is still, if you search your conscience, it will tell you that that particular behavior is bad. So we need to wake ourselves up. 2022, let us have a new mindset. A mindset that is not selfish. A mindset that will treat others the way they want to be treated. Let us have an open mind and not categorize people because you think, yes, because they are that. Oh, all of them. Oh, yeah, we know history. We can always make reference to history, but we have to be compassionate. We have to be empathic. And we have to be flexible with people. I was thinking of so many things when I found this watch because I didn't know I was going to find it, but I did. And it's remarkable that after 30 days, you can actually leave something in an airport and go back to get it. That sounds so impossible. Because sometimes you think, some people some shops or places of interest may have lost but found. I know one time, even in Calgary, I lost my sunglasses. I went back to the store. Oh no, it wasn't here. But I was so sure that that was where I left it when I paid for something. Then no, they didn't say it. Let's think about what we do. We must stop and think that what we are doing. Oh, hello. Hello, Rosuzoma, you're here. Thank you for coming. You're so welcome. You changed your profile, and sometimes I can't even recognize that is you. Good evening and good morning from here. Yeah, we are like 8 hours time difference with, let me use London, England, 10 hours with Saudi Arabia. So it's really a lot of time in between. So let us think about what we do, how we treat people, because this is all part of it. When you steal from somebody, you're upsetting them. You're kind of putting some bitter taste in their mouth. And we want to think about all of that. Do not think that when that miracle has happened, when somebody leaves something behind in your house or in your store or in your airport or in the airplane, because you're the one that have to clean it, now you claim all of the things that do not belong to you, and they become your miracle. They are no miracle. Some of those things can become curses on people because maybe whoever left that thing behind, that was the last of that was the best thing that they ever had, or maybe it's something that they treasure so much, and you just take it away because they left it behind. We just need to be careful. Your hair is so beautiful. Thank you. You know, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see all the don't share it. Oh, thank you, Jonah, for sharing me out. Wait, I'm gonna share you. That's nice. Okay, I shouldn't go. That's nice of you. Good evening, my dear. Wow, that is true. That is so good. Thank you all for coming. You know, each time I'm thinking, what is the best time that people around the world can connect with us? Because Rose, I know I've been trying to connect in your live streams. Is either I'm just waking up and oh my gosh, you're gone and all of that. So it's just so tough to the time difference can be very brutal, especially um, considering what it is now. Once the time changes, it will reduce to 7 hours for England, I think, and then 9 hours to Saudi Arabia. Still a long time, but still a lot of time, but it will be better. 1 hour makes a big difference. So, we need to, flex our minds. We need to search our conscience in whatever we do. We just need to do that. It would put smile on a lot of people's faces. We are going to make a difference. You know, I have told my story to every Saudi person that I know. I'm like, can you believe this? 1 month, 30 days later, 30 days. And this watch, without much conversation, the lady just pulled this wristwatch and said, "You said this one?" I'm like, wow, incredible. You know, I lose things all the time. And most times, for some reason I don't know, I find it, you know. Hello. Yeah. Hi, Super Chat. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You know, so we really, really need to search our minds in everything we do. And sometimes, some of these things, when they happen, it happens in the least expected areas or with the least expected people that you would think, oh, I can trust these people. And they will blow your mind. They will surprise you because they will think, when people, when you lose something and you go back to find it because you kind of could trace back your steps to say, oh, I was in this store, I was in this place when I lost this. And then you go there and maybe the shop has criminals working there. Because when you are working for somebody and people leave things behind and you possess them, you're a criminal. Because in my opinion, criminals are not just people who go and cover their faces and go arm robbery in the banks or little things that we can just take that is not ours. Once you're taking anything that is not yours, honestly, I know that there are no smaller sin because the world we tend to focus on, oh, this person did this, oh my God. But maybe the person who is even screaming, oh my God, is doing the worst sin behind the scene. You know, I would really encourage us to search our hearts, to think what we are doing, you know, is it going to make other people happy or ruin their day, make them sad? Hey, I have Ada Atigogo. Thank you so much, Ada, for coming. Hello, she's saying hello, everyone. Thank you so much for stopping by. We're just talking about, I wanted to share the story of a wristwatch that I left behind. My daughter left behind a month before I was traveling through the same airport in Dammam, Saudi Arabia. And that wristwatch was handed back to me when I asked for it. And that surprised the hell out of me. Because I tell you, I do not know any country around this planet that things like that would happen. It will be interesting when things like that start happening around this world. And then somebody said to me, oh, it's because of this. I said, there's no reason. When people are thieves, they don't really have a reason for stealing things that do not belong to them. Some people do it because they think they can do it. And some people do it because maybe it's their habit. Maybe they cannot help themselves. But if you are in the habit of taking things that do not belong to you, please look for help because you are making somebody very miserable. You're keeping somebody very unhappy because that person didn't plan to lose that possession. People are just desperate to slay and show how rich they are, making them do so many evil. I get, you're right. When people are set to do evil, they don't really care who they hurt on their way. But I tell you, whether they care or not, Your conscience is your biggest critic. If you have it, if you allow it to help you, your conscience would help you to try to do right by others. Your conscience would help you. You don't even need to go to anybody else to help you. Your conscience, if you listen to it, if you pay attention, it will help you to do right by others. You know. So we must pay attention. We must stop and think. We're still in January. Let being honest and Uzoma is talking about integrity be part of our goals for 2022. That we want to make a U-turn from all those little things that we do that may hurt other people. That may hurt other people. Hello, Guinea Wonders, thumbs up host. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. If you may give the chat the stream a thumbs up, that will really be appreciated. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. So let 2022 be a year that we can make a turnaround. Let it be a year. Look at what we have suffered. We all have gone through a lot in the past years. Since 2020, it's been like, you can't come out, you can't do this, you wear a mask, you do that. It's just been so stressful. A lot of people are having nervous breakdown because of it. And then, if we cannot change our mindset and try to do right by others, we are even worsening the situation. This is a time to think, a time to have a mind change from anything that you're doing that is wrong. Even if it is with people in your house, maybe you bully the people in your home. I think 2022, use this year to make a change. Because I tell you, when we stick and stay in all of those wrong things that we do, it's boomerangs. Because we cannot get away from doing wrong for a very long time. You know, we cannot get away with it. We can get away in the meantime for a short time, and as time prolongs, the people we're hurting might say, no, enough is enough. So let us not hold on to evil until it's too late. You know, there's this saying that my mom always said that we should, I know it's not her saying, but she says it a lot, look for the black sheep when it's still daylight. Because when night comes or darkness comes, you will not differentiate. You may not be able to differentiate the dark sheep from the darkness. So let's have a turnaround, you know, let's have a turnaround from those things that we do that affect other people negatively. Anything that you do, even if it's building up lies against people, it's still negative. Even if it's gossiping and sharing people's confidence stories that they told you, it is very negative. And even when we do things like this, it doesn't even tell good on us. If somebody have trusted you with an information and then you go and rattle it all over the place because you can, it's going to come back. Because you have lost the confidence that that person has in you. And you have put a bitter taste in their mouth. You know, a lot of people cannot do certain things anymore for other people because They have been burnt. They have been treated the way they never expected from people that they trusted. You know, yes, God is going to help us. He is the only one that can help us. If we can connect to Him, if we decide to connect to Him, and the way connecting to God, searching our hearts, searching our conscience, listening to it, and thinking what I'm doing. If somebody does the same thing to me, how would I feel? Pinch yourself. Give yourself a pinch and see if that pinch hurts you. If it hurts you, do not pinch others. That is the only way you can treat others the way you want them to treat you. Do not do things that you would not take. Don't do it to other people. If you cannot tolerate it, then don't do it to others. Because that they didn't react to it does not mean that they're enjoying it. If they didn't tell you, oh, I really like this, maybe they're very unhappy with it. So God is going to help us, and we have to help ourselves too. Because a lot of people talk about God and all of that, and they talk about all the miracles and all the prayers like warriors, and and yet you hate your neighbors, you are so mean to others, you do ridiculous things to people, and yet you're the one who preaches God the most. God is going to help us. He is going to help us. But let us try our best. We are not perfect. There is no one who is perfect. But do not keep people's possessions. If they leave it around you, do not take them. Do not steal from people. Do not do things that is illegal, because stealing is illegal. But people think it's only when you have stolen big sum of money that now it's illegal. No, it is little things. Even some people, you live with them in the house and they sneak into your purse and take money, and they say, oh, no, don't do it. If you think that money belongs to you all, let's say you live with your spouse or somebody and you're stealing from their wallet, it's stealing. Unless, you're not hiding it. So we must try our best to do right by others. We must try our best. It's not easy. It's not easy. But I tell you, it can be easy to return something that somebody left behind in your store, in the airport, in the airplane. I think airports, people that work in these places have to think about it. We need to start thinking about what we do. We need to think about it. Oh, I can't even say this name. How do you say this name? Is it Ranha? Ranha Yakwa Yakaha? You are welcome. Sorry, I don't want to mother your name at all, but you can write out how I can say it if I'm not saying it wrong. Right. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. I don't know if anybody has anything they want to share with us, but it sounds all simple. It's not as simple. These are all decisions that people have to make. Decisions. Oh, oh, look at me. What do I know? Thank you, Tuba Chat, for letting me know. Oh, wow. So why are they spamming me? Like, oh, well, wow. Crazy, crazy stuff. You know, that's the life we live with, the world we live in. Some people are just there to do bad. Some people, their mission on this planet is to hurt other people. Just hurt. I don't even know. Is there joy when you hurt other people? Is it like a disease or sickness that all you want to do is to make other people unhappy? It blows my mind that you never know what anybody is dealing with. That is why, even when you go through those hurts, you have to find a way in your own being to be empathic with these people because you don't even know what they're going through. You don't know what they are going through. Because for anybody to choose to be stealing from others, to be making other people unhappy, to do things that bring sadness to people, that person must have some problems. So we really need to think about that they may not even be doing it to hurt us. They're doing it because that's all they know. Because some people don't even know. Maybe they know, who knows, that what they're doing is hurting other people because they are used to hurt. They're used to dealing with being hurt and being unhappy and being sad, and they feel like, oh my gosh, the whole world have to join us to be unhappy. It doesn't go that way. But anybody who wants to, if you like your happiness, try your best. Even when they try to push you to the wall to join the chorus, be constant. Be constant. My mom would say, focus on where you are going. Focus on those things that will not take you away, that will not derail you. Things that would make you not to offend your creator. Because all of these distractions that happen are the wrong distractions, I mean. All of these people that poke you, they want to make you unhappy. All they want to do is to distract you, is to make you join their bandwagon. But we must say no. We are going to be constant doing what we know is right. What we do not want others to do to us, we are not going to do it to others, even when they try to do it to us. We would never follow their footsteps. We would never, and that would be the only way to defeat evil. Evil has been defeated thousands and thousands of years ago, and we have to align with that defeat and make sure that evil do not push us to their own side. We must stay on our side to light. Let us try and be the salt, the salt of the world, of the world, and not the sadness. You know, people just go around hurting other people, stealing from other people, doing all the negative things to people because they can. But we would not do that. They will never push us to be like them. They would never push us to be like them. We will be constant and continue to do our best to do what is right. Because we would never follow. We would never follow. And we will never allow them to make us unhappy. Because we are going to wear the coat of forgiveness. We are going to forgive them. We are going to be strong. Forgive them because then with empathy, it's just going to be like they are washing us. You know, they are washing, pouring the water on the rock. It just washes the rock to where and stay firm and strong and constant. We're not going to allow them. We're not going to allow them to distract us. You know, so we can't join the bad bandwagon. We cannot join it. We have to stay true to ourselves. So, yeah, Zama said it's well. Yes, it is well. It is well with us. When we continue to stay constant to what we know we like and we treat others the same way. So, I don't want to overstay. I want to just be here for a little bit, and it's already 35 minutes, and I think I will call off. But I really appreciate all of you for hanging in there and listening to us. And thank you to Bachat for calling my attention to that. I have no clue about all of these things that they do that is evil. You know, trying to spam people. Why are they spamming me? Like, oh well. But thank you. So thank you everyone who is still around here. I appreciate that you're here today, and I'm wishing you all the best. And let's stay tuned. I appreciate a lot for sharing. Yeah, thank you so much, Rosuzama. I appreciate you as well. And let's call it a day. You all stay blessed, and you can share this story. I want to share this story. I want this story to go far. I want people to hear that it's possible to lose something and find it in a month, find it a month later, and from an airport for that matter. That is unbelievable. Thank you all so much, and you stay blessed. Bye for now.